Crap. Nope. Welcome back to Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. Ironically, we have tight quarters now, despite the fact that I spent the last episode getting 2 characters killed. I recruited 2 characters yesterday and got them both killed yesterday, which is exciting. But, I mean, it does mean I have a more sustainable community now. I've got fewer mouths to feed, though I wasn't really suffering too much in that regard. Now what I've got to do is figure out what's next for my community. And I'm pretty sure what I want to do is chase down my current escape plan, which is at Millwood Manor. And I guess I need to move my face out of the way so you can see Millwood Manor. There it is. So I'm going to want to send somebody up there. It looks like the threat there is extremely high. So, you know, I got to send somebody who's pretty capable, which means it's not going to be Lester. Who am I going to send? You know what? I always send Leo on these jobs. So I think we're going to do that. Let's send Leo here. I don't know what kinds of problems these folks have. So I'm going to send Leo with a gun, just in case. And some lockpicks and bolt cutters. And, oh, I guess I should bring a melee weapon as well. Let's go with... We'll do a makeshift knife and a fancy machete. We're not expected to come back with a bunch of cargo. This is about investigating an escape plan, so it's okay, I think, if I overload him a little bit. So that's him. We've got Daryl working on making weapons right now. We're going to let him finish doing that, even though his morale is in the pits. Both he and... actually, we got 3 people whose morale is in the pits. Let's save that problem for next time, though. Rahul... oh, you know what? Rahul needs some veg. We're going to make Rahul some food that he actually wants to eat. So we'll make some vegetable soup. We'll leave him doing that. And then we've got 2 more people. We've got Aubrey and we've got Lester. Now, Aubrey, of the 2 of them, has the bigger inventory. And the other thing I want to do out in the field, aside from chasing down the escape plan, is return to the place where I got 2 characters killed. This is RM&K Communications, and this is an enormous 2-office building complex. And I went and I spent way too much time scouring this place, trying to kill every zombie that stood in the way of scavenging. Even some very tough zombies who killed my characters, who were not guarding anything particularly valuable. Well, the problem is, each time I got a character killed, that was a trip I took where I didn't bring any loot home. And that's a big problem. So, because my people, we're starting to run low on important gear. So what I think I'm going to do is, each night, I'm going to send somebody somewhere important, and I'm going to send somebody else back to RM&K Communications to scour that place dry. Because, you know, I can't let all of those characters that I lost die in vain. But because there isn't going to be a lot of zombie conflict in that, I'm just going to fast forward those bits. So when I go to RM&K Communications, we're just going to hit the fast forward button, and you'll know I went through and I got some stuff. It's just watching me sort of like scour the place with no conflict with zombies isn't all that interesting. So we're going to prepare to scavenge. And honestly, like, do I even need to bring weapons? I probably don't, right? If there's no zombies. And some of the things I left behind are weapons. She can probably arm herself in the field. So yeah, we're just going to go to scavenge with nothing. And that leaves Lester. We got to figure out what Lester's going to do while everybody else is gone. Yeah, we've got Daryl making weapons. And the thing is, we're just really low on a lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff we would make weapons out of. Because we've been running around getting killed. So, I mean, I guess I could always grow more vegetables. How are we doing on water? We're already collecting 2 piles of water. Oh, he's not... Oh, he's taking stuff apart. He's not building stuff. Well, I'm not gonna make stuff with Lester because Daryl's so much better at it. So we're still gonna leave that in Daryl's court. Yeah, why don't we just plant some seeds? And that's everybody. So I think the first person I assigned was Leo, so we're going to go check out our escape plan with him. Millwood Manor. I'm assuming it's not any different at night versus the day. What I'm expecting to find here is people. Probably. Because there's supposed to be a helicopter coming. But if it's a manor, that means it's big. And it could easily be, actually just to be safe, let's make sure that we're using our bigger, nastier weapon. Yeah, the door's broken down. There are zombies inside. That doesn't mean that's all that's inside. Already filled my inventory. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Let's switch back to our stealthier weapon. Okay, somebody's making weird noises. I don't know if that means there's a particularly scary zombie here. Or if maybe there's a human making weird noises. I don't know. Okay, this door's barricaded. I think this is the only other way I can go. We've got a foreground zombie. And I don't know what else off to the right. Is that blocked by a door? I can hear padding feet to the right. Oh, gosh. Okay, okay. We're going to want to be able to do stealth kills. How far to the left does that guy go? Okay, I'm assuming there's just the one zombie walking back and forth. So we're going to let this zombie pass me. Ooh, what's this? Unfortunately, none of the clinics are returning my calls. I need you to head to Greenhaven and pay our friends another visit. Bring whatever you can use to barter. I hate dealing with those people, but we must do what has to be done. Red. I'm not sure what Greenhaven is. But maybe that means that this manor is not long-term where I actually need to be. Okay. We're far enough away from other zombies. I figured I would not waste my quieter weapon on that. That's barricaded too. Okay, before I go downstairs again, I want to see what's to the left. Oh, hey, there's a dude upstairs. Okay. So there is more to this place. Looks like nobody's in here. Okay, it looks like we've got somebody facing a door here. And they seem kind of beefy. There's a backpack right behind him. So I'm wondering, can I shoot them? All right. Okay. I think we actually succeeded at that. Weird. Okay, nothing super exciting. We can come back and get this stuff later. But yeah, so that big nasty zombie in the orange pants, that is what killed the first character that I lost. So that's why I just broke out the gun immediately. Because I was just like, I am not messing around with this guy. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anybody in here. Gotta be cautious with this door. Okay, well, we've got somebody there. What's in here? Looks like we got somebody going back and forth. And they've got just enough wandering space. I think I can kill them with my slightly louder machete, which is going to last longer. I don't know what's going on in the upper stories, but if I need to have my stealthier melee weapon, I want to make sure I retain it. Okay. Oh, we got some carrots. Now that I've gotten my tweaker buddy killed, we don't need we don't need random pills as much. Gabriella, I noticed a breakfast tray in the upstairs bedroom. I shouldn't have to remind you, but I will. That room is absolutely off limits. Only I will bring in her meals from now on. Red. Okay, that seems a little messed up. Okay, so this is the room that I already explored. We've now opened up a pathway. And now I'm going to see what this direction is like as an escape route. Looks like we've got stairs on the outside. Oh. A fresh trail of blood snakes away from the crash, heading towards the house. So the helicopter that I came to meet is crashed out there. And we've got a zombie wandering around. So this is a poor escape route. Unless I can kill this zombie, but I think I can. Oh, what? Okay. This place has a lot of yard. I didn't even see that one zombie that was lying there. Oh, so many boxes. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Okay. So that's the end. So we can escape this way. And actually, I want to come back to this shed because this is going to keep me in barricades for a really long time. All right, so now we want to look upstairs. Well, we've got 2 layers of upstairs. This was barricaded. Oh, right, this is just... Is this just where I came from? I killed this zombie, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. So that was just keeping me from taking this route. I should remember where I found that golf club, by the way. Or try to remember. Because I'm about to run out my main melee weapon. Oh, what's going on here? Hey, you okay? Ugh. That old timer lost his damn mind. Cuffed me to this here railing. Ugh, I wish this room would quit spinning. Okay, stay with me. Where are the keys? Bedroom. Reckon he put him down in the bedroom. Careful, he's watching it like a... Ugh. Okay, I don't know what to do. If I have problems with a human. Various prescriptions made out to Darlene Buckner. There's a wide assortment of antivirals and a collection of both stimulants and depressants. So is this a guy with a zombie wife trying to keep her going? Shh, quiet. If you hear about the groundskeeper position, you best come back tomorrow. Is everything okay here? Fine, fine, why wouldn't it be? Well, there's a man handcuffed in your study. Oh, that. Well, I was a bit heavy-handed, I admit, but that pilot's been pushier than a damn door-to-door salesman. My wife is resting. We can leave when she's awake. Till then, he'll just have to sit tight. Pass that on, will you? And tell him he's paying for that rug. The man's a mess. The helicopter's destroyed. Listen here, I'm not postponing this trip any longer, understand? I don't want excuses, and I don't want to hear another damn word about this quarantine nonsense either. What's wrong with your wife? That happens to be a private matter. All I'll say is we have a treatment plan, and she's well on the road to recovery. A vicious snarl can be heard through the door. Bah, it's those damn pills the nurse gave her. They give her these night terrors, convulsions. She needs a change of scenery, that's all. We're flying out to Baltimore soon. The air is good up there, bracing. She'll be back to her old self. Mind if I check the bedroom? Oh, wait. Oh, he's saying I should get our things, make myself useful, like I'm his servant. Mind if I check the bedroom? What kind of question is that? Of course I damn well mind. An unsettling shriek can be heard through the door. See, now she's all riled up. I told you to keep your gosh darn voice down. I think it best if you leave. Okay. I'm not sure what I should do here. I've got 2 bullets left in my gun if things go south. Find anything? Oh, I've got bolt cutters. I can set him free. Ugh, thanks, man. Name's Cooper. I appreciate the help. Oh, yes, okay. Yes, we are definitely going to recruit a dude. He can operate aircraft, and he's badly hurt, so he takes extra damage in combat. Happy to have you. Nice. Okay. He's going to head back to my shelter. I suppose... So I'm assuming that there's an alternative where to get the key to rescue this guy, I have to fight the old man or attack him. I'm glad I brought bolt cutters, though, because I kind of prefer this. I mean, if this old man and his wife are having a problem understanding what's going on, understandable. Not a thing I have to solve for them. They can keep having a problem. And that's just okay with me. Like, I don't need to kill him because he's delusional. That is not a crime punishable by death. And I don't think I can make her situation any better or worse than it currently is. So we're going to get out of here. We're coming back, though, because there's a lot of good stuff here that I didn't pick up. And we now have another quick session. We're going to go clear out some loot from the communications building, but we're probably going to do that a little more quickly. All right. Here we go. All right, I scavenged the upper stories of the left side building, and there's only a few things I had to leave behind. I'm going to dump a bunch of the stuff that I found here out front to make more room in my inventory to go after other stuff. I think that's the body of my friend that I just hid that stuff on. Now I will use this spot to hide even more. Okay, and I guess, yeah, I don't need a brick. I'm just going to keep this pipe, just in case. Or am I? Should I? Do I need to? I don't know if I need to. I think I've done a good enough job of clearing out the zombies. All right, I'm going to go back in, try to move a few more things to the front. Here's an interesting note about authenticity. You notice the number of the floor that I'm on, floor 2. It's got these green signs that say I'm on floor 2F. When I go downstairs, I'm on floor 1 now, right? So this means I'm on the bottom floor because this is set in Texas, and Americans number their floors from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 starting from the ground floor. But no, you can tell that this game was made outside the United States because the ground floor is labeled G. It's not labeled 1. It's one of those weird little shibboleths that, you know, it's not about the way people talk. It's about the way that people design their buildings. But yeah, this is not an American building, despite the fact that the game is set in Texas. Oh, I forgot about this zombie. I left them alive deliberately because I couldn't tell if I thought there was maybe going to be something small to loot over here. There's not. So I just wasted some scissors. But that's okay. Okay, I consider this building fully scavenged. I've got a full backpack and I've got 2 full piles outside the front. That took about 20 minutes, but future trips here, I'm not going to have to go into the building at all. I'm just going to have to show up at the front, pick a few things up, and then leave again. Thanks to some of my commenters for telling me that I could do that, because that's going to save all of us a lot of time. So let's get out of here and never spend a lot of time in that building again. Okay, yeah. Rahul's not doing great. The man who fell to Earth. The pilot is badly wounded and seems to have lost a lot of blood. We should treat his wounds before they get any worse. Okay, well, let's have a look at our pilot, Cooper. So what's going on with him? He's got bleeding, so healing items are less effective treated with a bandage. He's got a wrist fracture treated with a splint. Oh, and he can't use shelter stations. Oh, interesting. And head trauma helps to take medicine. Okay, well, I've got all these things. So let's give him some medicine. Let's give him a bandage. Let's give him a splint. Let's give him some food. And then let's put him to bed. Of course, lots of people need to go to... Actually, of everybody, he's actually one of the better rested. How many beds do we have? We've only got the 3. Of course, I did actually bring home some coffee. So yeah, let's give him a bed so he can rest up. Let's look at everybody else. So I think we're gonna need some people to chill for a little bit. So we're gonna have everybody. Oh, I forgot where we put it. Where's the card table? Is it upstairs? We had no zombie attack last night, which is good. I don't think it's in here. Yeah. So the barricades are in shape. Here we are. Okay, so we can have up to 4 people playing cards together. Unfortunately, okay, let's see here. everybody's kind of got crap morale. Because Leo is sort of my champion, I think I might have him be the one who doesn't participate in the morale building exercise. Rahul, definitely eat some vegetable soup. And you can participate here. Aubrey, let's give you some casserole. You need some sleep, but we'll have you fix your morale first. And then Lester, you're having among the worst morale problems. So we'll let you sit here as well. Okay, so we got 4 people all playing cards today. And one guy's out there getting stuff done. Let's feed him as well. And so, yeah, we're going to need to actually, for his morale, let's just have him drink some beer. Got the youngest guy here. He's not going to play cards with everybody else. He's just going to drink beer to deal with his problems. And so while we're healing up the pilot, I think we're not going to get any more progress on that particular escape plan. So I think what we should do is scavenge back at the manor. Now I'm trying to remember. Did I clear out all the zombies that were threats at the manor? I think I may have. I don't remember leaving any. If that's the case, then maybe I'll just go with no weapons, just so that I've got more room to bring things home. Yeah, let's just say that my memory of that is correct. Of course, I don't know what's going on with the old guy and his wife. Maybe that situation has deteriorated and one or more of them is zombies. But I assume I can run away from that scenario. So we're going to send Leo out there, unarmed, ready to gather as much stuff as he can. We're not stopping by the communications building just because I want to heal everybody's morale. But I haven't been here in broad daylight before. And unfortunately, I got to take it slow. But yeah, not surprised that everybody's morale is sucky at the moment. Because I did get 2 people killed last session. So completely fair that there's an impact from that. So the main place I want to get to is the shed out back. Because even though the zombies aren't tearing down the barricades right now, they're going to be. And getting a big pile of boxes is going to help a ton with that. Bandages are not bad. Oh, we got some food and pills. Oh, what's here? Yeah, the pills and alcohol I will gladly leave behind because I haven't found much of a use for them. I guess maybe the alcohol is useful for making medical supplies or something. I haven't looked and memorized all the recipes yet. So, because one thing I don't see is any way to like distill or brew things. Also, we've collected fuel, which you can use to make pipe bombs, but you don't use it for anything else. And so I'm feeling like they've got a larger system of facilities and resources in mind that we're only seeing part of right now because this game is still in early access. Okay, so all the boxes and a golf club. So now I've got a weapon. It must have been fun to kind of figure out what loot goes in what places in this game because, I mean, clearly, you know, the boxes in the golf club were very deliberately placed in that location for like environmental storytelling. I'm wondering to what degree this stuff is randomized, if at all. Like I could see this all being just very carefully manually placed, every single piece of loot. I could also see a scenario where, okay, there's some stuff I want to come back for. Yeah, I could also see a scenario where there is a certain degree of randomization, like to decide what belongs in a particular spot, but what actually shows up there is up to some randomness. It does seem to be that they're not, they're not doing what we do in State of Decay, which is define containers, and then the containers determine what is supposed to be in them. Then we can place those containers all over the world, and they sort of take care of themselves. Yeah, I don't have room for any of this stuff. Because each container seems to be like vaguely justified by the stuff that's in the background, but the container itself is just whatever produces this icon. Like it could even be like it's an invisible volume I'm stepping into that makes the icon appear, and that's what is the actual container. And so it seems like they are probably manually set up within the level rather than being sort of prefabbed and then dragged and dropped all over the place the way that we do it in State of Decay. That makes sense. I mean, these are very small-scale, curated levels, whereas State of Decay is trying to fill out an entire open world with thousands of containers. And you just have to handle those two situations very differently. Okay. Where's our boy? Is he still guarding the door? Yeah, I still see his feet over there. Okay, I'm not messing with him. Okay, so there's a little bit left to scavenge from here. Nothing that's so important that I feel like I have to prioritize coming back here over other places, I don't think. I kind of forgot what I had, though. Hold on. I'm just going to check it one more time. See if there's any swap. In case I don't come back. Okay, no, I'm not coming back for that. In case I don't come back at all, I want to make sure I'm bringing the stuff that I actually care about. So there was just a couple of spots, maybe just one other spot on this upper story that had something I was interested in. Was it here? Okay, yeah, so useful for trading. I have never encountered trading as a thing in this game. So it could be that they've got the items placed in the world, but there's not a way to trade yet, or trading's a rare thing they've implemented in a couple of places, but nowhere super exciting. Okay. The expensive watch. The skillet's not that great, but the expensive watch is interesting. We might be able to... Oh, no. I assumed it was a disassemblable thing. But no, it's useful for trading. Okay, and I think we've got enough medicine. I think we're good. So yeah, we're going to head back. And then... for tomorrow, maybe we'll pick someplace new to go. I think I'm closer to the exit on the right side than I am to the left side. They've got a huge front yard. So that's why we're headed right. I'll be interested in seeing how quickly the pilot recovers. I imagine there's a scenario where maybe we would not have had enough medical supplies for the pilot, either if we were playing at a higher difficulty level where resources are more scarce, or maybe one where bad things happen more often, and so you need to go through your resources more, where it could actually take a while for us to recover that guy. But since we had everything we needed, I wonder if it's just going to be a phase, or if he's going to, got to spend a few phases, even with treatment, getting into top condition. Now, normally I'd be saying that it's been an hour, it's time to end the episode, but actually I spent 20 minutes fast-forwarding, so it hasn't been an hour yet. Okay, so everybody has lost their grief situation. There was an undead attack, so we can afford to fix up the barricades, and Cooper is fully recovered. He says he only took this job for the extra cash. Now he's trapped in Walton like the rest of us. Although he's still a bit lightheaded and sore, Cooper is confident he's healthy enough to fly. It's clear he's just as desperate to escape Walton City as we are. Cooper says that on the flight in, before everything went to hell, he spotted another helicopter sitting on the roof of St. Bernadette Hospital. We should head across town and see if it's still there. It might be running low on aviation fuel, though, so we'll need to find some along the way. Cooper thinks there might be a few cans stashed away at the Buckland Container Yard if we're lucky. So we got a two-step process here to getting out. Buckland and whatever the other thing was. Okay, I'm going to look at this map, though. Actually, let's look. Let's remind ourselves what those two locations were again. So airlift. St. Bernadette has a hospital, and Container Yard 3 at Buckland Yards. So Bernadette and Buckland Yards. Where are these places? Buckland Yards is down here. Holy crap. Okay. And St. Bernadette is... I don't see St. Bernadette. I wonder if it's a location that'll only be revealed to me after... Oh, there it is. Oh, it's way up there. Okay, so we have to move first all the way down here. They're talking like it's on the way. All the way down here to Buckland Yards to get the fuel. And then all the way back up here to St. Bernadette. Okay, we've got a long road ahead of us. Question is, what is going to be the best series of stops to make to get there? Like, we've already been to the record store. I don't think we've been to this place. I'm trying to think of, like, are there novel bases that we haven't been to yet that we can, like, jump between? Like, I think the sports place was the last place we were. So we might have to backtrack to there, but then keep going south to get here. And then, yeah, maybe we'll have to go through Ashby to get to Bernadette, which is a place I've never been. I think, was the record store where we started? I'm trying to remember now. No, I think we moved to the record store. I think maybe this house in the middle was where we originally started. In any case, should we get started moving south now? Well, we've got all that stuff that we stored up. No, we shouldn't. We should definitely scavenge a few more places while we're here. What do we need the most of? Okay, there's medical and fuel at the family clinic. Already been to the Styx Arcade. Fitzgerald House isn't that useful because it doesn't take us a useful direction. Okay. If we were going straight to St. Bernadette, this would be where we'd go. It's high threat. There's almost nothing there. It's just there to be a shelter. But I don't think we're going to use that because we're probably going to be coming up straight from the south through Best Electronics. So, okay. For now, so Leo is still a good choice to be our guy on the ground. Rahul definitely needs a rest, so we'll send Rahul to bed. Somebody... Okay, this guy needs to eat. Somebody needs to disassemble those boxes. And I'm thinking maybe Lester's a good choice for that. He doesn't have some thing that makes that a bad idea, right? Okay, he's still experiencing grief, but otherwise we're okay. So let's take apart some boxes all night. And also some clothes. Okay, so he's going to be doing that literally all day. Cooper, still recovering from stuff. I don't know if we need to send him to bed, though. He can't really do anything else, though. He can't really work at stations. So, I mean, if there's a chance that bed rest helps him recover faster, might as well have him keep doing that. Daryl is hungry. So he'll have some casserole. I am a little worried about our weapon situation and our barricade situation. I think our barricades can last another night. It'll be more efficient to repair them when they're more damaged. So maybe we should try to make more of these things. This takes a lot of gears. Do I need a second pistol? I just feel like maybe I don't. I am about to have a lot of planks, so maybe a spiked bat would be a good choice. I wish that some of these weapons only took... Okay, the broken bottle only takes 1. That feels a little cheesy. But whatever. Now that's cheesy. Let's make some knives that last a little bit longer. I'm just trying to see it. Okay, so this is equivalent basically to this. It just costs less. But in terms of its noise, its damage is a little lower too. All right. You know what? Okay, so basically the way they've set it up, because each task takes 2 slots, 2 time slots, but there's an odd number of time slots during the day. What they're saying is, if you're just going, it's almost like an paying annually versus paying month to month. Like you get a discount, you get more work done if you have them work continuously through the night versus having them, decide what they want to do each day. So I don't think I need more bullets right now. I'm only using guns for emergencies. I think I'm going to make another makeshift knife. And then we'll save the rest for later. So now we've got our 2 intrepid heroes. Actually, let's have Aubrey. Let's have Aubrey definitely go and pick up some of our stuff at RM and K. And we'll have her go with nothing. And then we'll have Leo explore someplace new. We got to figure out where the good place for that is. All the places to the south are kind of useless. This place will give us more base resources and food, medicine and food. I'm actually more interested. I think base resources, like the ability to build up our stuff, that's what I'm running low on because we haven't been scavenging very much. So I think we're going to go to Bloomingburg Books. It also has food and stuff. Let's also bring both of our messed up machetes. And then, we also need to be crafting lockpicks and bolt cutters. Yeah, I don't know how exactly how well this is going to go. I don't know if I've brought enough good stuff. Okay, maybe 1 makeshift knife? I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. If we have to run, we have to run. So luckily this time we shouldn't have to fast forward because all we're doing is walking up and taking a pile of stuff from right outside the door. I appreciate the fact that they have these containers have the same number of slots as my characters. I just want to see if anything here stacks with stacks she already has. I don't think anything else does. Okay, so she's going to go home with this. And that was that. It's Leo we got to worry about. So, new place we haven't been yet. Zombies in the background. Looks like we got a friend going back and forth here. So come on back. I think you're the same zombie. Okay. As expected. Ooh, what's this? A newspaper reads, Mass Riot Rocks City. Walton became a battleground last night following the game between the Walton City Wasps and the West Texas Shields. Oh, okay, that's kind of funny, actually. It sounded like that was going to be about the zombie apocalypse, but it wasn't. Wait, can I go past the stairs? Okay. For a second, it looked like I couldn't go past the stairs. Doesn't look like there's anybody in here. Oh, we got more lockpicks. That's good. Okay, we got another building out back. I'm going to worry about that in a bit. Let's focus on this front building. Okay. We've got somebody walking back and forth. This is the kind of place where they will often put multiple zombies though. So I'm going to wait a second. Let this zombie come back before I go after them. Give plenty of time for other zombies to show up if they're around. I don't think I see any other zombies like hidden in the background or anything. That's a wide room. The zombie still over there. Okay. Come on. You can do it, zombie. All right. Yep. So there's no bridge or anything crossing there, though. I could imagine them making me jump across that roof. That's not a thing they would not do. But we'll see. Oh, we've got something here. A newspaper headline reads, "More districts fall. Churches and schools being used as emergency shelters." Okay, that's more recent news. Okay, well, so far it's been exactly one inventory worth of stuff. We've already found the other places around here, and I don't see a way up onto my roof. Which means that, yeah, they might actually want me to jump across. Well, we have a full inventory. We can go anytime. But I'm inclined to see what else I can find out about this place. Ooh, there's a person in there. And I assume that means no zombies? Or the person would be fighting the zombies? Oh, wait. That's tied to the network storyline. This is another potential way out. There's nothing to loot around here. Just yelling at me. Oh. She's attracting zombies. Oh, gosh. That's a particularly scary zombie. Okay, that wasn't great. I think she might have escaped onto the roof. I thought I had more time to sneak up on that zombie, but it was moving so fast I couldn't. And that's barricaded. Now, did I miss anything while I was distracted by the whole zombie situation? Oh, there is something in here, and it's moving vaguely next to that tattoo sign. I'm not well enough armed to deal with whatever it is, so I will have to save that for a future visit. I'm wondering, the thing is, do I have to resolve this with her right now? In the past, I've had people that needed me to resolve their stuff in the moment, or they were going to disappear. I just saw this backpack here. Thought I'd see what's in it. Okay. Do I want... Okay, so the frying pan, it might be worth it to me to swap to the frying pan in case I got to fight something. The frying pan is not a good weapon, but it's in better shape than my machete was. Okay, we've got stuff we want to maybe come back for. Including whatever's going on in that tattoo parlor. Okay, I do have to jump across this roof. Wish me luck. She's like, back off. Hey, open the door. Whoa. Whoops. God damn it. Who are you with? VMC? Perro Blancos? Nobody. Just looking for information, that's all. You're a sleeper. Ask about this radio message? That warning that went out over the radio. That was you guys? Oh, that broadcast. What a joke. Some of our members have delusions of grandeur, acting like some resistance movement when they should be keeping their heads down. Ask about the smugglers. You're with them, aren't you? That underground group? The network. I'm flattered, by the way. Right. Do they know a way out of Walton? A way that's hidden? Look, I'm nobody, a mule, just an errand girl, risking my ass, because she's a mule, out here with those things. I go dead drop to dead drop. Nobody tells me shit. I can't help you. Tell me where to find someone who can. Fine. Pogo's in Greenhaven. Check the ice cream machine at the back kitchen. Password is Cerbero. Thank you. I feel like we've been to Pogo's in Greenhaven, haven't we? That sounds really familiar. So it's got something. Was that one of the places where I was hearing radio noise? Like those radio sounds that say that there's like a story element there, but I couldn't find anything? It might be. What did you call me? A sleeper. You know, a coward. That's what we call the ones who hid during the fall of Walton. Then one by one, they crawl out of hiding, bleary-eyed like sleepwalkers, you know? Okay, great. Wait, why is this still bold? I just wanted to check and see if I missed something. But no, it's the same conversation. Okay, it just stayed bold for some reason. Do I have to go out through the skylight? I guess. Okay. Well, we've got good reason to come back here. And at least one threat that we should be cautious about. But yeah, I think we've grabbed... I mean, we've got plenty of food. Maybe this is more useful. I don't know. But it is kind of cool that we've made progress on several different fronts here. Okay, we've got... Actually, you know what? We've got a way out. We could just see what's in this room. Crap, crap. Nope, 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 nope. All right. Yep, those are bad zombies to disturb. Just a little damage to our buddy. Okay. Cooper is getting better. The undead have attacked, however. It is time to take care of those barricades. But we have found a hidden den. So now we want to go to Pogo's at Greenhaven. Or do we? Where was that? It is this place. Pogo's Greenhaven. Yeah. You can see, like, I've already scoured this place. So it doesn't seem crazy to hit that place on the way down. Like, go back to our old stomping grounds over here. Head this direction. I want to spend one more night up here, though, because we've still left some more stuff back at RM and K. So, yeah, we got one more lootable corpse over there. And then and then we'll start heading south. But now we actually are coming up on an hour, so I should probably wrap up the episode. I'm just trying to think. Do we want to go back to this place we just were? Or it might be better to go somewhere like the Elkins Family Clinic. We're going to be leaving this area anyway, so it's okay if we don't finish a place, probably. But maybe we should go to a place we haven't been to before that'll have more lucrative scavenging. I think that makes sense. But for right now, I think we're going to say that this episode is over. But I feel like we're starting to recover a little bit from the mistakes of last session. We've got the pilot, who, now that his injuries are recovering, he might actually be able to, pull his weight at home. And we've got a direction to head, which will actually start making progress on 2 different plot lines. So for right now, I think I'm going to hedge my bets, try to keep both of them going, and see which one is more likely to pan out the most quickly and the most reliably. So anyway, there's a subscribe button, and if you want to see that next episode, it's going to be there when it's ready, and I'll see you later.